Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. We are in store for possibly one of the worst games of the season, but we'll be part of this journey together. We'll suffer together. We're glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. There's a poll in the live stream chat. Get your votes in. Who do you think's going to win? Howdy Poop. Howdy Julie. I'll do a run through the team list shortly. I have just put a tenner on Catalans to win, basically. I did predict them to win, but after seeing that, I've put a tenner on Catalans to win. It would double my money, basically. Anyway, first run through the team list. I'm good, thank you, Jack. Hope you're well, too. First run through. In the backs for Saints, they have Wellesby, Douglas, Saylor, Davies, Campbell, Robertson and Hastings. The forwards are Saluk Fafita, Burns, Host, Sirinen, Cartwright and Shorrocks. The bench is Sinclair, Humphreys, Marsh and Evans. 18th man is McGann. In the backs for Catalans, they have Staines, Kotrick, Esporta Bichet, Fartape, Darryl Latour, Sexton and Dodd. The forwards are Allen, Tisson, Maria, Roger Smith, Lipowitz and Bousquet. The bench is Condon, Leeming, Legier and Lees. 18th man is Martin. So, Wellesby is the starter for Saints. Douglas is now a regular. Saylor isn't a centre. Davies may have some experience at centre, but he's typically a back rower. Campbell is one of the kids. Robertson, apparently in his youth, was a halfback, but hasn't played there all year, I don't think, or very limited in that position. Hastings is a regular. Saluk Fafita, new signing, but big body. Burns is one of the young lads. Host isn't really normally a prop forward, normally a back rower. Sirinen is a regular player. So is Cartwright in that position, but new to Saints. Shorrocks is a regular there. So a lot of major changes, especially to the backs for Saints this week. And a slightly lighter pack than normal as well. The bench, Sinclair, Humphreys, Marsh and Evans. I don't know enough about them, generally speaking. I will have seen at least Humphreys before, but the rest I don't know if or when I've seen them play for Saints. So that's a very young, very inexperienced bench as well, including McGann as 18th man. For Catalans, Staines is the starter. One of the best for meters in the league as well. Kotrick, Esporta, Bichet, Fartape, Darryl Latour, they're all regulars. Darryl Latour not as much, but still has a good handful of experience. Sexton, Dodd, regulars in the halves. Allen and Tisson's a decent amount of experience at hooker. Allen's had a lot of starts at prop. Maria, normally a back rower, I think, but it's fine there. Roger Smith, I don't know about. Lipowitz is a regular. Bousquet's a regular, normally in the front row, but at 13 is probably fine. Condon off the bench has been good. Leeming off the bench, same. Legier, plenty of experience. Lees as well. Martin, I don't know enough about. That is a major disparity in team lists. Or as Spring would say, state of that team. So you and Asda, you were buying shit toilet roll, the fancy one? Shit toilet roll or just toilet roll? Either way, it depends when you saw me in Asda, because it hasn't been today. Is Garcia injured? I believe so. Just let you know, Ash Hanley is out for at least 3 weeks after having his appendix out. I'm not on X. Thank you for letting me know. That account may have updated it. I saw he was not in the squad, but thank you for that. That's very helpful. But if you got a prediction, throw it in there. Let me know your thoughts. Have a guess. I went 18-12 to Catalans initially. I think it could be a little bit greater. Again, as of right now, Saints are still favourites on Sky Bet. And I had 45p left over in my account. I've put £10.45 on Catalans to win. To basically double my money. Okay. But yeah, if you got any thoughts, let me know. Let me know. And I do apologise, I was meant to do the Wakefield Bradford stream highlights video. I knew I had to do something today, but I forgot what it was. And I had so much time hours ago, and I forgot to do it. And then I ran out of time. So that's late, I apologise. Once this stream's done, I'm going to crack on with the stream highlights for yesterday's game and then get the match review for this game up on social media afterwards. So I need to get the stream highlights done as soon as this stream is done. Good evening, Stephen. Have you been surprised with Wakefield Trinity this year? Second one, do you think Tom Johnston are up there with the best wingers in the league? To answer your second question very easily, yes. Probably in the top 5 conversation. Safely top 10. If you want to be absolutely safe, top 10, but probably top 5. And have I been surprised by Wakefield? Yes and no. The no, because I knew that they could probably build on what they did last year. But yes, because maybe not quite as much. When I did my season preview, I think I gave everyone a peak and a ceiling and a floor of where I predicted they could finish based on the squads they've got and teams around them. I think I gave their ceiling 4th. I think. And I think I gave their floor 8th or 9th. Because a lot of it was based on other teams getting better as well. So it surprises me. It doesn't surprise me that they're better than they were, but surprised me how much stronger they look, especially compared to some of the best. Like, they've elevated, clearly. I still think they might need a star halfback to level up. Truman's been doing a good job. I think Sinfield is quality, but I think they need a star halfback, I think, to take him to winning trophies. I think. Howdy, Noah. Indeed, good to see you. Actually, I don't think I've seen you in here for a while, so yes, fair enough. Good to see you. I think Powell's a great coach. Warrington's stint aside, yeah, I think even then, he's a great coach. Great job at. I think he did okay at Leeds, if I remember correctly, but nothing special. But then at Castleford, obviously, he did a great job. Warrington, I remember 2023 was his first year. We won our first 8 games, but we didn't look that convincing in any of those games, really. And we had the best attack and defence for a good portion of that. So we were good, but not great, and there was a lot of clear issues too. So he is a good coach. Yeah, just Warrington at the time, just not great. He was the one that brought Leeds Golden Generation. I thought he'd set some things up, but then it was Tony Smith that got them over the line. I thought that's how it was, but I wasn't really aware of everything with Leeds going on then. Wormsley not made it back yet. In regards to what, was he on a long trip? Was he on a road trip home? Is that what it was? Didn't make it. This is on Sky Sports Plus HD, by the way. Not on red button, but you can imagine the clock will stop working at some point. I'll probably, once I've done the last predictions video, I'll do one more video after the season's done to basically recap how the Predictions League went, my predictions overall as well, my season preview as well, where I predicted teams to finish kind of in the range as well. So, yeah, I'll do a final video too. Dean Bell started it all off. Powell handed them their debuts. Fair dues. Okay. When Harris left Leeds, he had no money. So he promoted Sinfield, then Maguire. Well, look at him go. Look at him go. Got a couple of minutes till we get started. About 5 or 6 minutes till kickoff. Let's have a look at the poll real quick. 10 votes, 80% have Catalans to win. Get your votes in. Let me know your thoughts. Get them in. Okay. Yeah, 18-12 was mine for this one. I think, actually, what did I say for the other game? Bear with me. The trusty notepad. God, I need a haircut. Jesus Christ. So, yeah, 18-12 to Catalans and then 30-12 to Wigan. Actually, my first 3 games, I predicted the home team to score 12. That was it. Not by, like, any choice. It just kind of worked out that way. That's what my brain came up with. But I got my exact score right yesterday, so good start. Good start. Howdy, Jack. That looks like a new name in here. Maybe your first time. Not too sure. I think it might be, but I don't know. But howdy. Hope you're well. Yeah, 30-12 to Wigan. I think even though Wigan's missing a bunch of key players, Kieran can go back to centre. Marsden is probably starting in the halves. Let me just have a quick look at their teams. I'll have the scoreline up in the background as well, just so I can have a gander. But if anyone wants to update me on the score as we go, feel free to do so. So, Evalds, Zenon, Wrench, Gagai, Milne, Lollahair, Rush. It's about as strong as their backs could be, to be honest. I know Russell's missing. Front row is Powell, Wolford, Rogers. That's fine. Hewitt and Dunford is fine. Rushton at 13. So their squad is fine, but I think they're lacking a bit of size, bit of punch. Let's have a look at Wigan. Their bench might still be good again this week. Let's see what they've got. Field, Eckersley, Kieran, Wardle, Daniel. That's a solid back five already. Marsden, Smith in the halves. I think that's solid. Front row, Havard, O'Neill, Thompson. That's good. McDermott, Partington. That's fine. Ellis, 13 is fine. Mago, Kerr, O'Loughlin, and O'Connor. Solid enough bench. SA, 18th man. How SA isn't getting on the bench, even with, like... I know Kerr and O'Loughlin did a good job last week, but... I don't know. How SA's not making that bench is a bit weird. I know he's off to Bradford next year, so hopefully he'll get some regular minutes, but it's a bit weird to me. Sky Sports Action? Is it, though? It is. Okay, fair enough. That's better then. I'll take that. Good morning, Maymax. I'm guessing that one's... Correct me if I'm wrong. Sleepy Cougar, there we go. It's Sleepy Cougar. Greetings from Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea. Good to see you, Sleepy Cougar. It's been a while. No, been plenty, mate. Wigan lad, Wigan fan, fair dues. Funnily enough, you say that most times I say anything. I don't recall you saying anything in here, Jack, I'll be honest with you. Unless you're saying such profanities that it's not coming through, then that might be the issue. That might be it. But I don't recall the name. I'm normally pretty good with names. And unless you change your icon to something else recently, normally the name and the icon, I can kind of match up. Joe, good evening, sir. Good to see you. Are you going to watch a Warrington game tomorrow? Yes, David. So I'm going to be streaming Bulldogs Tigers in the morning. I'm out for Warrington versus KR. So I'd have to be rushing home to watch Hull versus Lee. So I'll probably watch what I can, but I won't be streaming that one. And then I'll do Toulouse versus York that night. I'll maybe do a match review for the Warrington game. Maybe. We'll see. Good to see you, Cougar. Good to see you. Potentially very passionate. Yes, changed icon. Okay, that might be it then. That might be it. What was the Wigan game on? Probably Sky Sports Plus in the background. That's a bit weird though, isn't it? It's like, if they're going to put both on two different channels, or the same game on two channels, why not? Why not? I don't get it. Oh, I know what they're saying to Jester. Kieran looks like now, so if I see him in the crowd, I'll know it's him. I know what he looks like, so I'll know it's him. And he's on the top of the T, where it says Saints, where the camera shows the stand. That's where he is. Saints wearing their away kit at home today. Might be because there's a bit too much of a clash. Possibly. I'm not too sure. Teams are coming out anyway. Thinks Dragons win. So do I. So, final run through of the team list, folks. In the backs, St. Helens have Wellesby, Douglas, Saylor, Davies, Campbell, Robertson, and Hastings. The forwards are Luke Fafita, Burns, Host, Sheridan, Cartwright, and Shorrocks. The bench is Sinclair, Humphreys, Marsh, and Evans. 18th man is McGann. In the backs for Catalans, they have Staines, Kotrick, Esporto, Bichet, Fartape, Darrell Latour, Sexton, and Dodd. The forwards are Allen, Tisson, Maria, Roger Smith, Lipowitz, Bousquet. The bench is Condon, Leeming, Ligier, and Lease. 18th man is Martin. Prediction for first half score, 12-4 Catalans. I'm going to end this poll. 15 votes, 73% of Catalans to win. Right then, folks, ladies and gentlemen, for potentially the worst game of the year, we are underway. Catalans kick to St. Helens towards the back right corner. And the first carry is going to be from the new signing, Saluk Fafita. He's been there a couple weeks now. He's been pretty solid overall. I think most people would agree. Pretty solid. I think a few Saints fans are happy with him as well. Next carry through the middle from Sirinen. That might be host. No, that is Sirinen. Next carry is from host. 25 out from their own line and 25 seconds gone. Burns at dummy half. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't they say Clark's out for the rest of the season? Not until the end of the season. It's the rest of the season, isn't it? 40 seconds gone out the back to Wellsby, who kicks from his own 30 on the fourth tackle. So be collected on the 20, or dribbles past the 20 up towards the 10. Staines eventually collects it and returns just shy of the 20. So would have helped Catalans if Staines could have picked the ball up, but no, let it just run. Kotrick up towards the 20 and just over it. The next carry through the middle takes him 25 out on their own line. Saints normally pretty good at restricting meters, even with a weaker pack. They're still fairly solid in defence, generally speaking. But Catalans do have a big pack, so we'll see if they can get up the park. They now shift it left. It's with Dodd. And across to Lipwitz. Good carry up towards halfway. Last tackle for Catalans. Going to play this for Tisson. Down the left edge. Back towards the middle to Sexton. Under pressure, but gets the kick away. Coming down on the 10. Collected by Wellsby. Minute and a half gone. Returns over the 20. Cuts towards the right, but he's wrapped up just over the 20. Palace here 6 weeks. Hall 2 to 3. Hanley 3 weeks. O'Connor at least this week. Oh, fair enough then. Fair dues. Fair dues. I believe Jenkins and Oledzki were in the squad as well. I didn't pay attention, but I think they're fine. Nearly 2 minutes gone. Saints in possession up towards their own 30. Burns in centre field at dummy half. Goes right to Robertson. Playing at 6 today. See how he gets on. He takes the carry himself. A few metres shy of the 40. 2 minutes gone. 2 tackles to go. Burns goes right to Wellsby. Drops the ball off to Cartwright. And he's stopped just shy of halfway. I just said that, commentator. I just said that. Stealing my stuff. Coming down 25 out. It is knocked on, I think, from Sailor first into Staines. I think this will be Catalan's ball. Going to say 10-6 in first half and then second half 2018 Sailors. Okay, fair enough, Julie. 2.5 minutes gone. Knock on from St. Helens. It's a fresh set of 6 for Catalans on their own 20. First carry from Fartape. Been very impressed with him this year, actually. 2 minutes 50 gone. Next carry from Laguerre. He's already on. Who's he replacing? And it's a penalty for Catalans. I don't know who Laguerre's starting over. He's on the bench on the team list on Catalans' social media, so I don't know who's on the bench, unfortunately. 3 minutes 10 gone. Kick to touch. Kieran's over there somewhere. He's over there somewhere. I know he's there. 3 minutes 20 gone. Tap from Laguerre down the right edge. Back towards the middle. And next carry from Maria takes him inside Saints territory. 3.5 gone. Plenty of tackles to go. Let's see what Catalans can do in centre field with Sexton. Across to Bousquet. Drags a few bodies just shy of the 40 in centre field. 4 tackles to go. Tisson. Left to Dodd. Flat ball across to Lipwitz. 30 metres out or just over it. 3 minutes 45 gone. Tisson hands the ball across to Sexton in centre field. Then hands the ball off. It's going to play this 25 metres out. Shifting the ball right. Sexton. Staines slightly wayward. Staines collects on the 30. 4 minutes gone. Last tackle. Not too clean in this set so far. Nothing too groovy going on as of right now. Kick towards the back right corner from Sexton. Coming down 15 out. Needs to find the corner if he can. But that's a good take there from Douglas in the back right corner. 4 minutes 15 gone. Saints on their own 20. And the first carry. 25 out on their own line. That's Sirinen. Back in centre field with Sailor. Chucks the ball across to Wellsby. Then Robertson trying to get around one. Stopped 35 out. They make some good meters there. Wonder what the numbers are on the crowd. Looks a little bit lighter than normal. So, I don't know. 12,000. They normally get good attendance anyway at Saints. Shifting it left to Wellsby. Might get a 3-on-2. It's with Davies. Good meters for Saints. Gets a great offload to Wellsby. That's a great offload up towards the 30. Now host. Stopped on the 30. Last tackle for Saints. That's a good set. Really good set. Short side left, Wellesby. Dinks the ball towards the back left. Staines is there to collect it. 4 or 5 out from the try line. And is stopped on his own 10. Huddersfield going to get pounded? Possibly. Actually, let me get the game up. Well, not the game itself, but just the score in the background, so I've got it. Catalans 15 out from their own line. It is 0-0 in the other game as well. 5 minutes 20 gone. Catalans up towards the 20 in centre field. Next carry from Kotrick. Scoots from dummy half up towards the 30. Good meters. And it's a kick on the 4th. Crossfield from Sexton. 40-20 attempt possibly. Good distance. This is going to be collected 5 out from the try line. That is a great kick there from Sexton. That's Campbell that collects it. We'll see how he gets on today as well. I don't think he's touched it yet. Say they're actually centre Robertson in the halves. That's what they said on the team list. That's what they said. And it looks like it. Sailor's taken more yardage carries early in set, so it looks that way. 6 minutes gone. Next carry from Douglas. Just left to centre field, just shy of the 30. 3 tackles to go. Next carry through the middle from Host. Couple of kids in the crowd getting a chant going. Look at that. Rest of the crowd is dead, to be honest. Up towards a 40. 2 tackles to go. 6 minutes 20 on Robertson. Right to Wellesby. Ball across to Sailor. Taken to ground. Good tackle there from Esporto Bichet. Stopped on halfway. Wellesby's in a bit of discomfort here. Hastings with a kick on the last. This will come down on the 20. Taken cleanly by Kotrick. And returns towards the right edge. Pushed back a little bit. Loses some ground there. And it's just over his own 20. Wellesby is still down at the minute. He's getting looked at. He's still down. Next carry from Ligier. Makes about a metre or 2 through centre field. And the next one from Rogers Smith. Which football club do you support? I'm an Everton fan. Chance for Dodd here. Good meters. 35 out from his own line. Just over 7 minutes gone. He's going to play this for Sexton. Takes it over the 40. Left to Staines. Cut out ball. Look at him go. Chance here. Esporto Bichet support the inside. Beautiful ball inside. Staines is there. Puts the ball down. That's a great try. There's no Wellesby. He's down. It's not a head injury, so they can't stop the game. They don't need to stop the game. It's unfortunate, okay? It's unfortunate. Wellesby wasn't there. They're a man down, basically. But it's a great ball across. Maybe floated forward slightly. We'll go with momentum, shall we? But that's a great try. Esporto Bichet's got some pace as well. He's got a good step too. But that's a good try from Catalans. Hey. Right, this will be 4-0. Let's have a look again where he put this down. This might be 6. Wasn't right in front of the sticks, if I remember correctly. No, it wasn't. I reckon they'll get it. I'll give them the kick. Okay, and the try was Staines. Staines is one that I've been tempted to put in my fantasy team, which I have updated. I mentioned that yesterday. I have updated my fantasy team. So, I'm all good. Nobody from these sides in my team, though. Mellor is the only one that's played. I've got Kieran. Kieran's in there, so I need him to do well for Wigan. I think that's it for Wigan. Support Burnley. I like Burnley. Really bothered Everton over the years at times in relegation battles, but got no qualms with Burnley. Middlesbrough fan, fair enough. Fair dues. Nearly 9 minutes gone. Esporto Bichet taking his sweet merry time to add the extras here. It is 4-0, and the kick is good. It will now be 6-0 officially. Hopefully Wellesby's all right. Hopefully he's fine and dandy. Is Wellesby going off? I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. What did he just say then? Bear with me. Oh, right, okay. Wellesby is staying on. And we are back underway. Sailor kicks us off. It's been collected on the 10. And the first carry is going to be from Allen. He's a big body. Is this game live on BBC? No. I don't think so. Lee vs Warrington next week's on BBC, by the way, for those who don't have Sky. 9 minutes 40 gone. T-Son at dummy half. Goes right to Bousquet. Straightens up with the carry up towards his own 40. 9 minutes 45 gone. Oh, I thought you were asking if it was. Fair enough. Oh, yes, it is. It is. I thought you were asking whether it was. But I didn't really know. I was guessing. 10 minutes gone. Catalans in possession. 2 tackles to go, and they're up towards nearly Saints 40. 45 metres out. Right to Sexton. Then to Allen. Over the 40, about 35 out. Last tackle for Catalans. Short side right to Sexton. Aims a kick towards the back right for Douglas. Well placed into the corner. Knocks on. Unforced. Oh, no. Douglas. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. They're going to gift some territory to Catalans. Oh, my God. $10 minutes 40 gone. God, that's some salary cap on the bench there. Right. 11 minutes gone. Scrum for Catalans on the 10. In centre field, they shift it left to Dodd. Ball over the top. Sportabisha with a bit of work to do. Actually, I think it's Daryl Latour that's not started. It's Ligier that has over him. 11 minutes 20 gone. On the 10, left of the sticks, 2 tackles gone. T-Son, right to Sexton, switches the ball back to Allen. He's now 5 metres out between the posts. And a 6 again for Catalans. Flat ball to Maria. Stop 3 metres out left of the sticks. Scoop from dummy half from T-Son. He stopped inches short of the try line. And another 6 again for Catalans. Eventually plays it for Maria. He goes right to Bousquet. Between the sticks. Takes the ground 3 or 4 metres out. It is then right to Sexton. Switches back to Roger Smith. Loses a little bit of ground there. Between the sticks about 7 metres out. 12 minutes gone as well. 3 tackles left. Sexton then to Dodd. Offloads back to Sexton. Couple steps. Offloads to T-Son on the 10. It is right to Allen and taken to ground. Catalans have lost more ground. 12 minutes 25 gone. T-Son left to Sexton. This is poor in attack. What is that? That is a shit set from Catalans. What on earth is that? That's so slow. Unbelievably slow. That's such a bad set from Catalans. What are you doing? What are you doing? Absolutely no pressure applied for Saints then. Had basically nothing to do. They were quick off the line, but that was bad from Catalans. Think Wigan will catch up to Leeds? No. Unless there's major injuries for Leeds, no. That's what I was thinking too, Jack. That's what I mentioned at kickoff and before the game. This could be the worst game of the year, but we're in this together. But it's a penalty for Saints. Look at them go. They can get up the park now. Hastings will tap. Carries it over the 30 up towards the 40. Might have been a high shot there. It's not called. Streaming England-France? No. I'm streaming a different England and French game, which is York versus Toulouse. And they start shifting the ball left. Saints over Catalans 40. Now 35 metres out. Good carry from Sirenen. Plays for Burns. Back towards the middle now with Shorrocks. Ball at the back to Hastings. Then to Robertson. Trying to get around 1. He's going to be stopped on the 20 near the right touchline. 14 minutes gone. 3 tackles left. Sorry, 2 left. Back towards the middle with Shorrocks. Takes it inside the red zone. He is 15 out between the sticks. Last tackle. Burns. Left to Hastings. Chips towards the back left. Kotrick underneath it. So is Douglas. Kotrick takes it in cleanly and is stopped 2 out from his own line. Long way for the Dragons to go here. Saints need to be disciplined in defence. Catalans need to be clean in possession. And it's a penalty for Catalans. 14.5 minutes gone. Kick to touch from Catalans. Just shy of the 30. Tap from Ligier. Hands it off to Roger Smith. And up towards the 30. 15 minutes gone. I don't know numbers apparently. 15 gone. Couple offloads there. Or one offload. I can't count either. Just stop watching me, honestly. Plays for Tisson. It is left to Bousquet. Carries it up towards a 40. 15 minutes and 15 seconds gone. Plays it for Tisson. Now up towards halfway. Flat ball across the Lipowitz. Crowd says forwards. I say no. I say different. As Bad Eye Moody says. Next carry from Sexton up towards a 40. 15.5 gone. Last tackle. Tisson left to Dodd. Chips towards the back left corner. Coming down on the 10 for Wellesby. Time to collect it. Takes it cleanly. But tackled by Fartape and Allen on the 10. Sheridan is a liability. Defensively, maybe. I think he's had some strong carries. I missed something here. I think there's a mistake from Saints. Knock on. They could challenge. Wellesby wants to challenge. He's screaming at Jackson Hastings to challenge it. He's screaming at him. Sheridan is second to Bentley. I can't imagine them both in the same side. Pangai Jr. in the front row as well. Right, challenge for Saints. Let's have a gander. It does, doesn't it? It really does. I think it's because, yeah, he uses the floor to, like, pick the ball up. He doesn't grab the ball and pick it up. He's like, it's not quite a scoop either. It drags across the floor, so I think that is class a knock-on. It's a little bit harsh, but it's in the rules. At the very least. Wellesby makes our team 10 times worse whenever he plays. Biggest liability in the league. Maybe, where could Wellesby play? Didn't he play at 13 for a couple games last year? I think 13 could be a good spot for him because he's got that kind of stocky body. Could be good for some carries through the middle and could be a good pivot in the middle too. So 13 could be an option. Maybe 9. Out of 9, Wellesby could be pretty good actually. He's got some speed. So 9 or 13 could be a good change for Wellesby. Maybe Sensi's got that Joey Manu type build as well. So maybe something like that. Challenge is successful. So Saints will retain possession. Great point, David. Great point. But I think if you want to mix someone to a different position, I think Wellesby at 9 or 13 could be good. I've always thought George Williams at 9 would be pretty good, actually. I think George Williams would make a really good 9. 16.5 minutes gone. Up towards a 30. Saints in possession. Burns at dummy half. Goes right to Robertson. Flat ball across. It's now with Cartwright over the 40. Back towards the middle on the second tackle. Shorrocks then across to Hastings. Now Wellesby. Across to Davies. Good meters over the 40. Stopped near the left touch line, just shy of the 30. 3 tackles left for Saints as well. Douglas back towards the middle now with Wellesby. Across to Shorrocks. Fakes the switchback, then hands it off to Host. 17 minutes gone. And Saints are 30 metres out. 2 tackles to go. Left to Hastings. Flat ball across to Sirinen. Carries it over the 20. Good carry. Just shy of the 10. Good carry there from Sirinen. Last tackle. Down the left edge. Back towards the middle to Hastings, who chips towards the right of the sticks. And Cartwright thinks he's Odell Beckham Jr. with a one-handed catch. Baby! Hey, Saints will equalise in a second. That's a great take. Well-placed kick. I've mentioned this many times before. Those kicks just off to the sticks are very awkward. Something always seems to happen when they're just off. Rather than going into the corners, where most of the halfbacks these days land them on the 10, when they're just a little bit awkward off to the side of the post, a lot tends to happen from that. And that is a great take from Cartwright as well. Tall bloke. Probably got some long arms too. So 15 out. Hastings with a kick. Just the right of the sticks. Little bit of a bobble, but takes it in. Well taken. Well taken. This will be 6-all in a second. Cartwright on his second game, I want to say, for Saints. All right. .5 minutes gone. What is Phil opening the score in the other match? Oh, okay, Ollie. Okay. It was the legend that is Tane Milne. Would you look at that? The legend that is Tane Milne. What a bloke. And we get to see him all over again for Fiji at the Rugby League World Cup. Yes, I am, Julie. $19 minutes gone. 6-all. Saints back in it. Fair play from Cartwright. Fair play. Oh, yes, you mentioned it, Roman. The legend. I didn't see that. What a guy. Maybe the best player in the world, Tane Milne. Back underway. Kick towards the back right corner. Collected by Douglas. Hands it off to Saluka Fafita with the carry just over the 10. And he'll play this now 15 out for his own line. And a penalty for St. Helens. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, okay. Saluka Fafita's not looking good here. Bit of blood on the face there. Did he cut his eye open, maybe? Well, not his eye itself, otherwise his eyelid. That does not look good at all. Might have to go for HIA, maybe. We'll see. Julie, that was just mentioned. Nearly done with the first quarter. Oh, head-on-head collision with Allen. Don't know why we let Cartwright go out on loan. Yeah, it's a weird one. It's a bit of a weird one. Get back underway shortly. Clock is stopped. 19 minutes, 43 seconds gone. Get back underway shortly. Hold the line, caller. We'll get underway soon. Any second now. He was leaving at the end of the season and they signed O'Neill. I think still probably could have kept him to at least try and fight for playoffs like that. Probably could have done that. So kick into touch off the back of a penalty for Saints. Back towards the middle. Hastings now with Wellesby. Cross to host. And it's 35 metres up the field. Robertson right to Wellesby. Cut out ball. That's a great ball. Cartwright nearly in touch. Gets an offload just in time to Wellesby. Cuts back towards the middle. And is stopped on halfway. Fair dues. And it's back towards the middle. Now with Robertson, 45 metres out. Sorry about the World Cup being the third or fourth best country in the world of 150 with football is outstanding. It is. It is, but we want numero uno. Okay, just over 20 minutes gone. 20 minutes, 30 seconds. Clock is stopped. We've got a player down here. It's T-Son. Okay. Game's dragging on a bit now already. It's dragging on a bit. Okay, I see you on screen there, Leslie. I don't know when or why that happened. I'd have to go into my settings. I heard you the first time. Let's have a look. User management, is that it? As a green card. No. HIA, maybe? Leslie, you are not coming up on this. So I can't change anything. There's a list of hidden users, and you are not one of them. So there's nothing I can do. Okay, we're back underway. Yeah, I don't know, Leslie. I don't know. Kick towards the back right corner, coming down on the 10. And it's going to be collected 5 metres out from Espoto Bichet. 21 minutes gone. It's Fartape with the next carry. Bumps off a few. God, that's an easy break. Up towards the 30. And a quick play the ball as well for Dodd. Scoots from dummy half. Makes about 5 metres there. And a penalty for Catalans. I've really liked Fartape this year. So inside Saints territory, they are 30 metres out. .25 out in centre field with Sexton. Goes left to Dodd. Switches back to Lipwitz. 3 tackles to go, just over 20 metres out. And a 6 again for Catalans. Next carry through in the middle from Bousquet. 15 out, 22 minutes gone. Shifting the ball right. It's with Sexton. Drops it off to Roger Smith. Bumps off 1. Still 15 out, but 4 tackles to go. In centre field. With Bousquet. Crowd says forward. Ref says nah, lad. On the 10. Left to Dodd, flat ball to Fartape, 5 out, make that 4 near the left touch line, 22.5 minutes gone. Great chance here for Catalans. Back towards the middle, Sexton. Cross to Bousquet, I was going to say Bouquet then, Bousquet. Gets an offload to Leamy, goes up the line and slips over. Catalans do not look good in the red zone here, unless they put something silky together. Oh my. No, they just won't. They just won't. Oh my God. 23 minutes gone. Next carry on the 10 for Saints. What is that, honestly? What is that? Next carry just over it through centre field. 23 minutes, 15 gone. Hastings waits at dummy half. Left to Douglas and carries it over the 20. And a good carry from Sirenen over the 40. His carry's been really good this year. Been really good. And a kick on the last tackle will come down on the 10. Bounces nicely for Espoto Bichet. Returns over the 20. And it's 25 out of his own line. Matthew Evans is now on for Jacob Host. Don't know anything about him, but I will learn as we go. It is pants, isn't it, David? It's a proper pair of trousers, that. Yeah, I saw they were linked with Braden Hamueli. He'd be a good pickup, good impact player off the bench. Sharks are getting Owen Trout next year, so you know, they can afford to lose a couple bodies up front. The Sharks, they've got a big pack anyway. Leeming on halfway on the 4th goes left to Sexton, then to Dodd. Now with Lipwitz, bumps Robertson onto his backside and carries it up towards Saints 40. Last tackle coming up. And it's with Sexton on the 40 with a kick just to the left of the sticks. Wellsby underneath it, bit of pressure. Well timed from Dodd and Fartape. Well timed. Stop 5 out. Scoot from Burns. That's not Burns, I don't think. That's Cartwright. Campbell, sorry. And then just over the 10 with the next carry. Who scored for Wigan? Okay, Partington, but Kieran got the conversion. So there we go. Fantasy points. O'Loughlin is on for Marsden. That's not a good sign. Anyone know, is Marsden injured already? That's not a good start. 25 minutes gone in this game. Humphreys is on for Burns. Left to Wellesby on the last tackle. It's a decent kick. It's going to be collected on the 10 by Staines after dropping it backwards. Cuts towards the right edge. Returns over the 20. Loses the ball. Referee says it's a knock on. And they're going to turn the ball over in great territory for St Helens. Okay. "26 minutes gone. Scrum for Saints. Just over 20 metres out. Humphreys goes right to Hastings. Option out the back to Robertson, who he goes to. He's now on the 10 near the right touchline. Stopped on the 10. Plays over Campbell. 6 again for Saints. Back towards the middle. Nick's carry from Cartwright. 5 metres out. Maybe 3 or 4 now. Just right at the sticks. Plays for Humphreys. He goes left to Hastings between the sticks. Ball across to Robertson. Now Wellesby. Might have the numbers and space on the left. Davies straightens up with the carry. He's going to be stopped 2 metres out. 2 or 3 out near the left touchline. Back towards the middle to Saluk Fafita. Couple steps. Straightens up with the carry. And is 3 out from the try line. Plays it for Humphreys. It is right to Hastings. And a knock on from Shorrocks. 5 metres out. Why is your screen so glitchy? Oh, that only happens to people that are providing intel to the Russian government. That only happens to those kind of people, Julie. So you kind of just drop yourself in it, unfortunately. So someone is going to be round soon to have a word. Howdy, Trucker. Good to see you again, sir. Hope you are swell. Hope you are fine and dandy. Scrum for Catalans on their own 10. It's going to be Leguier with the first carry, taking it just over the 10 down the right edge. Back towards the middle, now with Allen. Carries it just shy of the 20. 27.5 minutes gone. 4 tackles left. Leeming goes right to Kotrick. And that's a decent carry, just shy of the 30. Few post-contact meters there. Leeming with a scoop from dummy half, still down the right edge up towards a 40. And a quick play of the ball for Staines. 2 tackles left. It's now with Sexton. Across to Bousquet through centre field. And he's going to get wrapped up. Takes the ground just shy of halfway. Leeming on the last tackle goes short side right to Sexton. Aims towards the back right corner. And it's collected just towards the right of the post from Wellesby on the 10. Hands it off to Douglas. And he returns just shy of the 20. Awkward looking shot there. Could have been a high shot, but it's not. Hastings goes right to Saylor. And he's going to be stopped on the 20 down the right edge. It has been a bit of a slow game, hasn't it? It's been a bit of a grind. Condon is on for Maria. Just need someone to throw a punch somewhere, don't we? Really, we just need someone to take a good old swing. 28.5 minutes gone. Humphreys goes left to Sharks in centre field. Then goes right to Evans, I want to say that is. Must be Evans. Out the back to Hastings on the last. Puts boot to ball. Coming down just in front of the 10 for Staines. Returns over the 20. Spins. Makes some extra meters as well. Better than State of Origin this? Mate, honestly. You're telling me. Give me this over State of Origin any day. So now it's Sexton. Hands it off to Kotrick. And he takes it up towards a 40. 29 minutes gone. 3 tackles left for Catalans. Leeming. Now with Condon. Up towards a halfway line. Taken to ground. Plays for Leeming. Goes left to Dodd. Goes out the line. Ball across the far topic. Great cutout ball. Room to run. Support is inside. Good tackle from Robertson on the 20. Gets up. Gets an offload to Leeming. Launches that sucker right to Staines. They got the numbers and space on the right hand side. 3 versus 1. In the corner. Great recovery, but steps back inside. That's a good finish. Good finish from Kotrick. Good effort from Saintstone to shift across. I think it was Wellesby busting a gut to get over there, cover the gap, but Simple step in. Great cut-out ball from Dodd to get Fartape through. Gets up, gets an offload. They shift the ball right. That is a good try there from Catalans, to be fair. That is a good try. And that will be 10-6 with a kick to come. Let's have a look at this again. It's a Dodd. That's a great ball. That is a great ball. It's a good tackle for Robertson. But no one's holding on to him, so he was able to get up and play it. His ball carrying arm did touch the ground, but no one's touched him, so he can get up. Okay, let's get this try added on for Kotrick. 10-6 with a kick to come. It is a great try. I'm glad somebody agrees. "31 minutes gone. Esporto Biche will take an age to take this kick. I mean, he'll do it within the time. He's still got another 35 seconds to go, but he does like taking his time. It's a tough kick near the touchline. And the kick from Esporto Biche is... It is good. It is good. Okay. Righty. Fair dues. It is 12-6. I did say 12-4 at half-time, but I'd said 18-12 overall. I do get the feeling that Catalans will score more than a try in this game from this point on. I mean, 18-12 is still on, but I don't know. I think, well, we'll have to see what the second half is like. Could be even worse. I think Rolly can be sacked this season. I think they'll keep him on. They didn't sack Wellens as quickly as a lot of Saints fans wanted. But I will always back teams that have injury issues, and Saints are one of them. They've had major injury problems. They have just given away a penalty, and Catalans can get back up the park. But I think they've got to change that spine, and they've got to... I don't know. He needs at least another year. Even Wellens had to go through a lot of injury problems. So it would be unfair to get rid of him, I'd say. 32.5 minutes gone. Back towards the middle with Sexton. And Bousquet carries it up towards the halfway line and just over it. 4 tackles to go. It could be David. I don't think they'll hit that because in the red zone they look pretty poor. In the midfield they look great moving it around. And it's now with Fartape. Could have given the ball across, but he stopped just shy of the 30. But Catalans look good in the midfield, but it's just in the red zone. Saints are quick off the line. Catalans don't like that limited space at the minute. But that's a great ball across the Ligier. Over the 30. Stopped 25 out near the right touchline. Couple tackles to go. Staines now with Leeming. Drops it off to Bousquet. And he takes it over the 20. Catalans inside the red zone, about 16 metres out, right at the sticks. 33 minutes gone. Short side right. Leeming across to Staines. Cuts out ball, possibly forwards. Near the touchline, but Kotrick stays in. He's still going. Shrugs off a few defenders. Nearly gets an offload as well. Comes up with Shorrocks, who didn't do anything wrong, so it's all good. Saints in possession. Wayward ball. Oh, no. Oh, no. Saints, what are you doing? I'm a Wire fan, so why should I care? But Saints, what are you doing? Catalans have just scored a try. Probably. Possibly. Maybe. We'll see. Oh, no. No! What are you doing? 33.5 minutes gone. Oh, no. Not the full quote, Ramaman. I saw there was something said, but not the full thing. Is there any way I can read it? It was Love Rugby League, I think they put a thing out. So, Kotrick tried to get an offload, and the ball came loose. I'm not going to lie, I'm getting deja vu. I'm getting deja vu, and I don't know whether it's from the Saints' mistake, or Catalans being shit, or the word calamity seems familiar, and that's actually... I've got deja vu right now. But we'll have a gander. How did that ball come out? Ban me? Oh, you want a yellow card, you'll get one.
It's going to be a yellow card. I can't speak.
Let's have a look. So they cleared the first bit when Kotrick lost the ball. I think this will be a try. I don't think this is tipped out the back from Dodd. Oh, maybe. That's close. On-field decision was no try, so it would... they'd have to be sure. Oh, yeah, that's a knock-on from Dodd, so that's no try. Yeah, that's no try. Fair enough. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. That's a let-off there. It's a scrum for St Helens on their own 10. Exley, oh, great. I take him out the squad and look at that. Classic. Watch Kieran miss this kick as well. I took Eckersley out specifically because Kieran... It feels like Kieran actually scores more tries, plus he does the kicks as well. You watch him get a bloody hat-trick now. Oh my god. Anyway. 33.5 minutes gone. Out the back of the scrum, first carry is from Davies down the left edge. Humphreys hands it off to Douglas. And he carries it up towards the 20. He's going to play it for Humphreys in centre field. Oh, great. Thanks, Ollie. Cheers. Love that. That's dead good, that. Really happy about that. Humphreys goes right to Robertson. And then a knock-on from Shorrocks. 34 minutes gone, 6 to go. They will gift territory back to Catalans. Oh my god. Welsby will still be involved with England no matter what the form. When Welsby's at his best, he's a great player. But he's not been the same for a couple of years now. And I don't know if that's because of injuries or what. But maybe just the system. Who knows? Maybe just prefers the Aussie style of coaching. Could be that. So scrum on the 30 for Catalans. In centre field, they shift it right to Staines. Now with Ligier. Stopped 25 metres out. Back towards the middle with Leeming. Easy break for Condon. Stopped on the 10. Just right the sticks. 35 minutes gone, 5 to go. It is right to Staines. Cuts back towards the middle. Offloads the ball to Sexton. Then just drops it off to Allen, who carries it over the 10. They are 8 to 9 out between the sticks. 5 minutes to go in the first half. 3 tackles left. Leeming goes left to Dodd. Fakes the switchback, then switches back to Fartape. Trying to break a few tackles there. Don't let him get that ball down. Don't you dare let him get it down. They hold him up inches short of the try line. Leeming launched it back towards the middle with Sexton. Across to Allen, who's going to be stopped on the 10. 4.5 to go in the first half. Last tackle for Catalans. They could just go for 1, to be honest. Leeming, flat ball is outside. That might have been forward, but Condon crashes over. It was forward. Fair enough. It was called. Fair dues. Fair dues. My England squad, by the way, is still unchanged. My starting 13 is still unchanged. I've got Taylor Ray at fullback. Right wing is Young. Right centre is Hanley. Left centre is Farnworth. Left wing is Ashton. Halfbacks are Connor and Smith. Connor on the right, Smith on the left. Front row is Havard, Lytton, Thompson. Back row is Insemba and Pierce Paul. 13 is Knowles. It's going to be a scoop from Humphreys up towards the 30. Can Welsby do card tricks? He can't. I can. If he can't do it, I can do it. Add me to the salary cap. And that's a penalty for Saints. Marsden back on past HIA. That's good news. It's a penalty for Saints. They'll start a brand new set 45 metres out. And 3 minutes to go. Back towards the middle now with Hastings. Switches back to Evans. 35 metres out. In centre field with Shorrock. Shifting it right to Wellesby. Across to Robertson. Cut out ball and comes off the foot of Campbell and goes out into touch. Unfortunate. Let's hope Wellesby doesn't have compromise on McDermott. Let's hope. Let's hope. I was thinking that Will Price could be fullback at the start of the year. I think McDermott's going to go with Brimson at fullback, who I don't want to be at fullback. I'd have him in the squad because he can play in the halves, centre, or at fullback. But as a utility option, I don't want him starting. I'll be honest with it. He's played at centre all year for the Titans. He hasn't looked that good at centre, so he's not been at fullback. I don't want him at fullback. I really want Kai Taylor at fullback for England. I don't think it's going to happen, but we'll have to see how the end of the year goes for him. 38 minutes gone. 2 minutes to go. Staines is struggling to get up here and play this. Eventually plays with a Leeming. Staines is not in a good way. Next carry from Lease. Plays with a Leeming. And a penalty for Catalans, offside from Saints. Not good. Minute and a half to go. Ashelbot having a great season. He is. I think he's up there at the minute. He's in the conversation. Farnworth at fullback. I would not do that because Farnworth has never played at fullback at the top level. And I wouldn't start him at the World Cup doing that. He's a world-class centre. He's the best centre in the game. I'd keep him at centre. Next carry through centre field from Lease. He's going to be stopped down the right edge just shy of the 20. They should go for one. I agree. They should go for one. Because they are shocking inside the red zone. Watching be world class right now. It's with Dodd. Ball across to Esporobishe. Actually, no, they are shocking. Yeah, just set up for one. Genuinely, just do it. It's now with Leeming. Drops the ball off to Condon. Gets an offload back to Leeming. Then across to Allen. And now to Dodd. Ball over the top. Might have floated forward a little bit. Esporobishe in the corner. I think he was taken into touch. They're saying he can play the ball. Interesting. I thought he was in touch then. Okay, he was in touch then. Just set up for one. And what are you doing, honestly? 15 seconds to go. Only problem with Bot is his size against them Giants from the Southern Hemisphere. I think it'd be fine. Because bear in mind, you had Keanu Kinney, who's as short as Ashelbot and Taylor Ray. He started for New Zealand and killed it against Samoa and Tonga. So he's a prime example. Jai Gray kills it for the Rabbitohs every week. Suafalongo for the Storm every week. Sonia Taruva when he's played at fullback, or Jareen Bula for Fiji. It is half time, by the way. Who else? Kalen Ponga is pretty small, still plays against those guys. I don't think his size is an issue, to be honest. I think his elusiveness would be his biggest asset, and that's helpful. But I still think Kai Taylor should be at one for England. In my humble opinion. And you know me when it comes to criticism of Warrington. Like, if I don't think they should be in the squad, I'll let you know. Like, I used to have Walker in there, but I've taken him out. We don't have an out-and-out elite fullback. We have some good ones, but not elite. Yeah, I get you. That's why I thought Will Price at the start of the year, if he got a full season, healthy, I think could have been the go-to option. But I get Brimson and I get Wellesby. Like, I genuinely do. Wellesby, in the right environment, with the right team, the right coach, I think Wellesby could be good. At his best, a couple of years back, Wellesby has been close to an elite fullback and could have been NRL bound, genuinely. But currently, no. I am adamant that Taylor Ray is the go-to. I am adamant about that. Let's put up a fresh poll here for half-time. Catalans lead 12-6 at half-time. Where's the F1 on this weekend? They're at Spa-Francorchamps. Hasn't played enough at the moment. See if he can string some games together. That's what I'm thinking is like, hopefully he's back this week. So he gets about 8 games to prove that he's the right option. I don't think he was picked in the initial training squad, which doesn't help. Hasn't played enough. I get that, but I still think from what we've seen, he is good enough. And if he does, for the final 8 games, if he does what he did at the start of the year in those final 8 games, I think he's clearly good enough. But he's got to do it, that's the thing. Obviously, if he's not shown that he's good enough, then I get not picking him. But also the thing with Astral Bot is he's only starting to peak now. He's had exciting moments throughout the year, but he's starting to peak now, which is good, but that's got to be consistent as well. Fullback who can pass a great asset, of course. Of course. Maybe Ewan Irwin starts at fullback, who knows? Is there anyone else who can move? I don't really feel that excited about having Brimson at fullback, but I feel like he is just going to be the fullback. Farnworth, I wouldn't move him from centre. Possibly Wellesby. Would you give Handley a go at fullback? Maybe. But Matty Ashton used to be a fullback. You never know what McDermott's going to do. Like he convinced the RFL board that he's got a plan, right? He said he's got a plan to beat the Australians. So I imagine that would be not just how he coaches. Obviously, coaching will be one aspect. How he communicates. I also think that would mean a slight change in squad as well. So he might be a little bit creative with who plays where. So you never know. We'll have to see. But I think at the very least we'll have a good pack. So Havard and Thompson starting. And then Litton at 9 currently. Off the bench, there'd be Hamlin Ueli, Tolty, and possibly McMeekan. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody, though. Not too sure. 7 votes, 100% have Catalans to win from this point on. Oh dear, oh dear. Not good. And, oh, okay, double yellows in the Huddersfield win game. O'Connor is off for 10 and Lola Haya is off for 10. Interesting. My exact score is still on for both games. We'll see. Luckily, I got my first NRL game wrong yesterday, but the 2 this morning I got right. So that helps. I'm having some bad weeks in the NRL recently. But my consistency in Super League has been pretty good, actually. Bear with me, I just need to read something. Okay. All right. 8 votes. Still 100% say Catalans will win. I think we are rich in the centre and half positions. Harry Newman is also hitting a purple patch. Yeah, Harry Newman's always pretty solid for England, to be fair. So he's still an option. Yeah, he's an option. Huddersfield are more than just in this game, decent second half and cleaner discipline. They could cause an upset. They could do. They caused an upset earlier in the year, didn't they? Oh, hang on a minute. Leyland to leave Warrington. Utility, Ollie Leyland will depart Warrington at the end of the 26th season. Okay, fair enough. Might go back to London. Oh yeah, Castleford also confirmed the signing of Tyrell Sloan from next year on a 2-year deal. So fair play. That's a decent signing. Probably play on the wing, I imagine. Could play at fullback though, but Blake Taff would hopefully be fit and ready to go next year. So Casa, the building, they're getting there. If anyone wants to throw in an exact score, have a guess, let me know. Go for it. Did Newman play under McDermott? I think not. I could be wrong on that. I want to say no because I feel like it was too far back for Newman. I think. Pretty sure Handley did. I feel like he's been around forever. But I'm not too sure. So completion rate's not too bad from either. 79 for Saints and 77 for Catalans. Normally 80 is like the minimum, so that's not terrible. Oh dear. Only 2 missed tackles for Catalans, 22 for Saints. 5 errors, Saints, 6 for Catalans. Just over triple to play the balls inside the red zone. More meters for Catalans as well. Oh dear, oh dear. Not good. Go on, put Kieran on screen. Or can a Saints fan in the crowd, you know, show my stream on TV? That'd be great. Win game is... oh, it's tasty, is it? Okay, I get you. Tasty. I see. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I feel like Wigan might benefit more from the 2 sin bins. A bit more space to manoeuvre. I feel like they'll benefit more, but we shall see. Yeah, exact scores are still on for both, but need another 20 for Wigan and 8 from Huddersfield, which is a bit awkward. As mentioned, I will post the stream highlights. I'll do the match review after this game, and I'll post that on TikTok. Same with the stream highlights for this, but I do need to do the Wakefield Bradford one, which I forgot to do today. So I will have to get on with that. As a Toulouse fan, hope St Helens win. So next week we're behind Catalans. Sorry for my English. It's all good. No problem. Bonjour. I did back Toulouse to win. I will be live streaming Toulouse versus York tomorrow night as well. Let me go through the other games I'll be streaming, just to remind you folks. So, tomorrow morning, Bulldogs versus Tigers, 10:20 AM. And then tomorrow night, Toulouse versus York, 7:45 PM. And then Sunday, I'm doing Castleford versus Leeds, 2:45 PM. And then maybe the World Cup final, if I can be bothered. If I can be arsed, I'll do it. If I'm not still butthurt, I also might not do it. Okay. Hopefully we get back underway soon. I'm raring to go for one of the best games of the year we've had. To be fair, though. Catalans versus York, a couple months back, if some people remember being here for that or watching that one, the first half was shit. It was really bad. Unbelievably bad. Possibly the worst half I'd seen all year. And then the second half was absolute quality. It was a thing of beauty. So any predictions for the Belgian Grand Prix? We think Alonso's going to win that one? Of course we are. I've played for Toulouse Olympique up to 19 years old, and every game against Catalans finished with a fight. As it should. As it should for a French derby. Get stuck in. Come on. Hey. Game's gone soft, though. Not enough fights these days. What are we doing, eh? What are we doing? Crowd has to make up for it. Stealing rugby balls off little kids at Magic Weekend. Shocking. Worst Wakefield fan I've seen in my life. Someone should have gone and knocked him out. If I wasn't streaming, I would have done it. Maybe. Depends on access in the stadium, really. If I couldn't get to him, I couldn't get to him, but... Oh, I would have been seething. You know me, I'm an absolute animal. Put me in a scrap. Send word to your families you're not coming home. You know me. Right then. Shall be back underway soon. Very, very soon. I don't mind getting 6 out of 7 this week in the predictions if Warrington get the upset win over KR. Wouldn't mind it. Wouldn't mind at all. I should be back underway very soon. Right. I will also be doing that Discord thing soon. There's a link to the Discord in the description if you have it and want to join it. I will be speaking to people about a content change for next year. Anyone that just wants to listen to what could be going on and wants to offer their thoughts, opinions, can let me know. Well, teams are coming back out. 17 votes. 71% of Catalans winning from this point on. I will end this poll and we'll be back underway shortly. Okay, I got a few back. Indeed. Indeed. Right. Back underway any second now. Come on, let's have it. It is unbelievable how big Catalan's pack is, though. It is ridiculous. Even the back rows are big. Condon is a back rower, but he's still huge. Marie, I'm pretty sure, is a back row, but he's huge as well. So is Roger Smith and Lipwitz. They've got some major bodies up front. Right. Saints will kick us back off in a second. Tristan Saylor. All right, then. Placing ball on T. Get us underway, please. Get us moving and grooving. Ladies and gentlemen, the second half is back underway. Saylor with the kickoff. It is going to be collected by Kotrick, 5 out from the line, and Allen with the first carry. Dragging a few defenders, stop just shy of the 20. Leeming at dummy half. Hands it off to Roger Smith with the next carry. Push back a few metres. 15 out from his own line, 20 seconds gone. And a knock on inside the red zone. Does he want a challenge? Never trust a prop forward. Never trust a forward with a challenge. No, don't challenge it. Please don't challenge it. No. No. Please. Unless I just missed something on that replay. It came off. Oh, there's a knee in there from Robertson, but he's just standing up. That's such a bad challenge. What are you doing? What are you doing? You cannot be. In the words of Harry Smith, are you stupid? You cannot be that thick to challenge that. Surely. Oh my God. You cannot be challenging that. Scrum for Saints on the 20. What a waste. Well, it's a scrum 15 out for Saints. Unbelievable. Feeds it in. It is left to Hastings. Across to Wellesby. Tips the ball on. Now with Douglas. Has to cut back inside. Saints with a great chance to equalise soon. Great chance to equalise. 50 seconds gone. Davies, 5 out. Scoots from dummy half. And he's going to be wrapped up 2 metres short of the line. Now with Shorrocks. Takes the next carry. Stop just left of the post. 3 or 4 metres out. Plays for Humphreys. Shifts it right to Hastings. Then across to Wellesby. Now to Robertson. Good hands. Saylor. Space on his right, but flicks the ball on. Good try in the corner. Nicely done. I thought Saylor had just completely ignored Campbell on the wing. And Jack Campbell goes in for the try. Fair dues, young man. Fair dues. I thought Saylor maybe messed it up. Was, trying to do it all himself. But just cuts back inside. Great flick off to Campbell. Very nice. And his first Super League try. Well done, young man. Well done. Fair play. Fair play. Right then. Campbell with the try. It is 12-10 with a kick to come. Tough kick near the touchline. For my exact score, I could do with them getting this. Unless Saints go get a penalty later on. It did look like he was through initially. Because he had a bit of room to run. Let's have a look. Oh, there was 3 blokes like shifting across, so yeah, he probably would have been absolutely clattered. It's a good offload. Anyone seen the Odyssey? I'm going to go see it next week, I believe. Did not know Catalans are this bad. They've got big bodies and get up the field, but they're not a great defensive side at the minute, and in the red zone, they are just shocking. The midfield is where they thrive. 2 minutes 45 gone. Kick near the touchline from Hastings. And the kick is... Distance is good. It is... Good. Okay, it's 12-all. Game on! Alrighty. Brings back PTSD for me at Headingley. I get you. The flip back. That was one of the best offloads I've ever seen. Possibly the best. Potentially. That I've ever seen. I mean, you can't really call it an offload. It is more of a pass, but maybe sort of on the Venn diagram overlaps slightly into offload. But anyway, 3.5 minutes gone. Saints in possession. Sirenen over the 10 up towards the 20. That's a good carry. 3 minutes 40 gone. And a penalty for Saints. Catalans are about to throw this game away against a bunch of kids here. Can't believe it, can you? Second half still hasn't started yet in the other game, or it's about to. Something like that. One or the other. Howdy, Adam. Join your first time at Bradford Bulls Wakey game. It's an amazing game. I enjoyed it. Nice. Glad to hear it, Adam. Glad to hear it, sir. 44 minutes on the clock. Saints on Catalans 40. Plays it for Humphreys. Launched it left to Hastings. Out the back to Wellesby. Steps back inside. On Catalans 30. Takes it just over. In centre field. Humphreys. Right to Shorrocks. Straightens up with a carry. Inside the red zone. Look for an offload. Nearly gets one. And is then taken to ground. Quick play the ball for Humphreys. Over the 10. Flat ball on his outside to Wellesby. 2 metres out between the sticks. Humphreys, left to Shorrocks, goes at the line. Spins. Just short. Just short. Humphreys on the last. Little bit of a spin. Kick through. Chance here. And it is Robertson that pounces on it. In between the sticks. Saints are going to take the lead here because Catalans can't be disciplined enough. They're poor in defence. They've gifted territory away. What a shocking start to this second half of Catalans. What an absolutely abysmal start. This will be 18-12 for Saints in a second. And Robertson pounces on it. Humphreys with the assist. Fair dues. All right, then. This will be 18-12. Let's get this updated. And bang. There we go. What was your review of the game last night? Did you think the referee made a few mistakes? My friend did. I think there was the try from, I want to say it was Nicarima, where it came off Rourke's knee, is no try. I'm confident with that one. The try that Rourke was disallowed, I think, was a try. So those two, I think, were the incorrect calls. Or it was no try for Nicarima, which was correct. No try for Rourke, which was incorrect, in my opinion. And a few of the decisions, like there's a lot of calls that just didn't really go Bradford's way, to be honest. They could have been a lot better, but also a lot of... I don't know who that is, Minecraft. I don't know who that is. They were not robbed, in my opinion. Wakey were the better team. There were some calls that they maybe were unfortunate not to get, but I don't think they were robbed. Try's not confirmed yet, actually. I think that French pack are possibly the only players who could throw fists. Maybe. Grounding looks slightly dodgy from Robertson, but I thought it was okay. Still waiting on confirmation. I think he... there's half a chance Robertson's knocked that on there. Yes, he knocked on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I just saw separation on that one then. I think that's no try. Yeah, I think on that final replay they did just then before the formal review, I'm pretty sure I saw him knock on clearly. Yes, it's a knock on. Two different angles are saying two different things here. The angle from his right shows separation. The angle from his left doesn't. This is going to be a try because he can't overturn it. Okay. Oh, there we go. Right. Finally. Oh yeah, the ball as well. Forgot about the ball. Let's get that on. So I can't get my exact score. Might lose my tenner as well. God, I can't believe Catalans might actually lose this one. Okay, then. It is still 10-4 in the other game. 18-12 for Saints. 7 minutes gone in the second half. This has been a long game here. Been a long game. Suriname with the next carry. Another great carry from him, actually. Plays for Humphreys in centre field. Left to Hastings. Over the 30. Good meters. 35 out from his own line. Plays for Humphreys. Scoot from dummy half. Finds a break over halfway. Support from Wellesby on his right. This could be a great try. Staines is there, though. Wellesby is through. That's actually a great try from Staines. Humphreys, lad. Fair play, Humphreys. Assist. And then another assist. Look at him go. He's killing it, mate. Lively. Fair dues. This will be 24-12 in a second. I can't believe it. With the start from this game, I don't know how Catalans, first of all, didn't run away with it early on. And I don't know how they're not comfortable in this game, given the amount of errors, penalties, and the difference in squads is ridiculous. But they're doing it. Saints are doing it. This will be 24-12 in a second. Wellesby with the try. Fair play, young man. Humphreys. Fair play. Okay, then. Only 8.5 gone in the second half. And the kick from Hastings in front of the sticks is good. It is 24-12. I did not expect this at all. Okay, right then. Plenty of time to go as well. Still half an hour left, so we will see. We will see. And back underway. Collected in front of the try line by Douglas. Hands it off to Evans. And he takes a strong carry just over the 10. 9.5 gone in the second half. Next carry from Suriname. Stopped just shy of the 20. Actually ends up pumping his legs again. Bousquet is on for Lease as well. Next carry from Host. Just shy of the 30. Plays for Humphreys. Short side right to Robertson. Couple steps. And up towards the 40. Plays for Humphreys down the right edge. Back towards the middle now with Shorrocks. Carries it towards the halfway line. Last tackle. 10 minutes gone in the second half. Half an hour to go. Right to Hastings. Puts boot to ball. Aims for the back right. This will come down 25 out. Not a great kick. Spodo Bichet all the time in the world to take it in. Cuts back towards the middle. Nearly finds a break up towards the 30. And is eventually stopped. Next carry from Kotrick. Up towards the 40. A few extra meters as well. Next carry through the middle from Maria. Good meters over halfway. Catalans need to be a lot more disciplined in this half now. Got to spread the ball around inside the midfield too. Bousquet with a carry towards Saints 40. 2 tackles left. Through the middle. Next carry from Condon. Gets a great offload back to Leamy. Launches it right to Roger Smith. I can't speak. Shifts it right now with Ligier. Possible 2-on-1. Ball across in the corner with Kotrick. And that's a cracking finish. That is a quality finish. Standard for a winger these days. Well, that's a great finish. Wait. Right then. Catalans back in it. Tough kick near the touchline though. 24-16 with a kick to come. Kotrick with a double. We will have to obviously check confirmation for this. But that looked pretty clean to me. Good movement down the right-hand side. Great ball across from Ligier. Just good timing on that as well from Ligier. Like, straightening up. Keeping Douglas locked in. That's good stuff. Great timing. And the grounding is, yeah, it's good. That is good. Fair play, good finish. Tries confirmed. Okay then. Guillermo's by far one of the best Catalans players. At his best, Esporo Biche can be a very tricky player. I do quite like him at his best, but he can also have some major stinkers as well. But can be a good player all round. This Catalans team is so far from the team that won the cup, or that played under Robinson. Yeah. The kick is off the post and in. Okay. It's a 6-point ball game. Right then. Interesting. Well, what you're saying, David, is Catalans are right now one of the teams of all time. Stoppable on their day. Is that what you're telling me? 53 minutes gone in this game. Maria is back on for Alan. And we are back underway. Any change in the other game real quick? No. I think both will be back to 13 on 13 as well. Right then. Catalans in possession, just over their own 10 in centre field. Maria eventually plays it for leaving. It's now with Roger Smith. Carries it over the 20. Plays it for leaving again. Now with Condon, left to centre field. Up towards a 30. 53.5 minutes gone. Saluk Fafita and Host are on for Evans and Sinclair. Down the short side left with Catalans. Lipwitz with a carry up towards a 40. And it's now with Staines. Up towards the halfway line on the 4th tackle. Last one coming up. Leeming goes right to Sexton. Puts boot to ball. Aims for the back right corner. Or just towards the right of the sticks. Collects it behind the 10 from Douglas. Returns up towards the 20. Some extra meters too. Just shy of the 30. Just think about warranted new ticketing system. I'm not aware of it, Murky. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what is new about it. You'll have to let me know. Yeah, you'll have to let me know what's different. Because I've not used it. In centre field, shifting it left to Hastings, then across to Sirenen, up towards Catalans 40 and extra meters too. Plays for Wellesby down the left edge. 4th tackle. It goes short side left with Davies. Smashed into by Roger Smith just over the 30. Slow getting up here. It's not in a good way. Eventually plays it now with Hastings. Last tackle, 30 metres out. Straight in the air, coming down on the 10. Taken cleanly by Sport Biche. Maybe a high shot from Cartwright, but not called. Could have been. Push back a few metres. 5 out from his own line. Plays for Staines. Now with Fartape. Long way for the Dragons to go here. Oh, nearly lost it as well. Nearly lost it. Dodd. Scoots from dummy half up towards the 10. Saints need to be disciplined here. Need like a membership number and everything now. Then it's through Ticketmaster. It's just unnecessary hoops and hurdles. That's unfortunate. It should be simple. Because if people feel like, you know what, let's go. Let's go to a game that don't normally go. And then they're like, oh, I don't want to do all this shit. They just won't be bothered. Wayward ball out the back there for Catalans. Roger Smith pounces on it. 55.5 minutes gone. Last tackle for Catalans. Not a great set here. But good defensively from Saints. Sexton beats the first press. The Gegenpress. That is a shocking kick. Off the foot of Campbell under pressure. I think he's knocked on there. He definitely has. Okay. Gagai in for Huddersfield. Look at him go. Robertson at dummy off on the 40. Hands the ball off to Douglas. 56 minutes gone. Carries it just shy of halfway. Humphreys now to Saluk Fafita. With a strong carry over the 40. Good carry through the middle. Humphreys. Right to Wellesby. Down the right edge across to Robertson. On the 30. Steps back inside. Then taken to ground just shy or just over the 30. And a knock on. 56.5 gone. Mistake from Harry Robertson like. Oh no, lad. Oh no. Saints lucky that they were. They were. I think the first contact I thought was a knock on, not the bit where the ball popped out very clearly, because I do think it was backwards. But when he dropped the ball, I thought it was directly down. So I think that should have been a knock on. But anyway, they do drop the ball a little bit later on. "57 minutes gone, 23 to go." Did they get the kick at Huddersfield? Ideally, I want them to miss the kick and get another try, miss the kick, and then 20 points from Wigan. But Wigan do need to get a move on. Right then. 25 out from their own line. Catalans in possession. Leeming hands the ball off to Condon. Out the line is Cartwright. Shoots off the line. Into him with a shoulder. Have it. Next carry from Maria up towards the 30. Push back a few metres. Saints, fire under their backsides in defence now. Busquets steps past Humphries. I think he kind of faked the slip to back out of that tackle there. Good hands down the left-hand side. Lipowitz up towards halfway. Look for a quick play the ball for Leeming. Gets one. Short side left with Staines. Ball across Vartape. Tips it on. That's great hands. Esporto Biche tries to kick back inside. And he's out in touch, or could be a knock on there. Good day, Jordan. Howdy, sir. Hope you are swell. 58 minutes gone, 22 to go. As a neutral, who does everyone think has been Catalan's greatest Super League player? Oof. Jesus. First one that comes to mind, and I'll have to think about it still, but who was the one that played at 7? I think Bosk was the 6. Who played at 7 alongside Bosk? I'm not thinking of Josh Drinkwater. 58.5 minutes gone. Saluka Fafita with the next carry up towards the 20. Kicked it as well, 10 apiece. Okay. I need a penalty from Huddersfield then. Next carry from Host down the right edge. Stop just shy of the 30. And a penalty for St. Helens. Oh my God. Tackle without the ball. I think the timing was okay. So that's fine. Scott Giroux, that's the one. Easy break for, or good meters for Hastings. Up towards the 40, quick play the ball. Wellesby over the 30. 25 metres out, 59 minutes gone. I forgot that Stacey Jones was there. Shifted it right to Harry Robertson. Down the right edge, 15 out. Quick can, Sailor, that looked forward to me. In the corner though, Campbell goes in for a double. Gives a try. There we go. Saints will extend the lead to 28-18. Fair enough. That's a double for the young man. Look at him go. I do think the last ball was slightly forwards though, but you don't always get what you want, do you? Okay then. 2 for Campbell. I'm going to be wrong on this prediction, it seems. Unfortunate. All right then. That's a good set from Saints. Getting on the front foot quickly. Hastings, Wellesby, Robertson, Sailor, Campbell. Who's winning tomorrow, Kerr or Warrington? I'm not going to answer that. As a Wire fan, I'm not going to answer that. But I also have a predictions video out if you want to go watch that. As an Australian, my first experience in the Super League was Andrew Johns, who joined Warrington, I do believe. I was maybe 6 or 7 years old when I watched him live for the first time at home against Leeds. I was at that game. It was a hell of a day. Everything he touched turned to gold. It was something special as a young man, I'll tell you that. 4 out of 4 so far from Hastings. Couple near the touchline as well. And folks, we are into the final quarter of the game. Wait, looked forward. It did look a bit forward. Tony, Guisho was pretty good back in his day. The kick from Hastings is no good. 28-18 it shall remain. Okay. I wasn't expecting this. More points than I thought. So 10-all in the other game as well. Huddersfield and Wigan. I need a penalty from... Actually, penalty from Wigan. Penalty from Huddersfield to equalise. And then 3 tries, 3 kicks from Wigan in the final quarter. Not going to happen, but we'll see. As a Leeds fan, I respectfully don't remember that game. Are you lying to me, David? Are you lying to me? 61.5 minutes gone. Saints 15 out from their own line. Humphreys at dummy half. Right to host. Oh, that's Cartwright, sorry. With the carry over the 20. 25 out from his own line. 3 tackles left. Humphreys goes left to Shorrocks. Switches back to Sirenen. Another great carry from Sirenen, just shy of the 40. 2 tackles to go. Humphreys now with Wellesby. Flat ball across to Cartwright, looking for an offload. Gets one with Hastings. Up towards the Dragons 40. And he's going to get wrapped up. 62 minutes gone, 18 to go. So still time for Catalans to get back in it, but they're on the back foot at the minute. Burton bomb from Wellesby goes straight in the air. Coming down the 20. What's the point? What's the point? Why are you standing there like that waiting for the ball? What do you think's going to happen? Have you ever played Rugby League before? Seriously. Come on now. What are you doing? What is that? What a piss poor effort that was from Ligier. Absolutely piss poor. Oh, Morgan Escare. Oh, mate. That's a blast from the past, Morgan Escare. Wow. Jesus, that is a name, isn't it? Wow. Yeah, really basic. Catalans just, this second half, just not been on it at all. 63 minutes gone, 17 to go. In centre field with Host. Carries it up towards Catalans 10. Plenty of tackles to go as well for Saints. 4 tackles left. Plays for Humphreys. In centre field with Wellesby. Ball across to Hastings. Then to Robertson. Now Davies, chance in the corner. Spins and is nearly put into touch. That's a good tackle. Good tackle. 63.5 minutes gone. Douglas back towards the middle to Hastings. Across to Saluka Fafita. Over the 10. Good carry. Stopped 2 metres short of the try line. Plays for Humphreys. It is right to Shorrocks. Steps past 1. Spins, looks left, kicks through, chases, and tap back to Staines. That's nicely done. That's nicely done, to be fair. Fresh set for Catalans. 3 out from their own line. Long way to go. Saints have to be disciplined. Ligier with the latest carry, stopped just shy of the 10. I remember when Australia had a Super League until it started a massive war, and that's how NRL was born. I think I'm too young for that. Don't recall that personally. Kotrick with a carry up towards the 20. Do Catalans even want to be here? No, most people there don't want to be in St. Helens, but come on. I hate just being near St. Helens. I'm in Warrington. I love being in Warrington. It's the best town in the world, obviously. You know, we've got Stockton Heath and Appleton. Like, what are you saying? But just being near St. Helens, I can smell it. Oh, God. It's a joke. Back underway. Saints in possession halfway. Davies with the next carry. 45 out of the try line. Wellesby. Next carry from Sirenen. Over the 40. Bumps off a few defenders. Sirenen. Another great carry. I think his gum shield has come out there. Up towards the 20. That is an excellent carry. Shorrocks. Shivering it right to Hastings. Steps back inside on the 10. Thank you very much, Jordan. Very kind of you. Hey, thank you very much. Short side right. Robertson kicks the ball through. Collected on the try line just in front by Sporto Biche. Plays it for Lewis Dodd. And it's now with Charlie Staines. Bunch of NRL names in this game as well. Next carry through the middle from Ligier. Stopped on the 10. 65.5 gone. 14.5 to go. Catalans do need to switch on now. They've got to spread the ball around more inside the midfield. They've got to get there in the first place, but they could do with some errors from Saints too. Bit of ill discipline. But they've at least got to be clean in possession so far. They are on a go here. Fartape across to Esporto Biche. Good meters up towards the 30 and just over it near the left touch line. Sailor gets him wrapped up. Now with Sexton with a kick. God, there are so many NRL players in this game, aren't there? Jesus. Wellesby, 15 out from the line. Hands it off to Douglas. And he carries it up towards the 30 and just over it. Looks like Cartwright's playing for a contract. Maybe. Maybe. Just less than 14 to go. Wellesby at dummy half on the 40. Hands it off to Hastings. He'll take the carry through centre field. Just over the 40. I'd never write off the Dragons, but on tonight's form, yeah. as of right now, I don't see a comeback from Catalans. As of right now. 13.5 to go. That might have been slightly forward to Wellsby, but that's good. Meters up towards the 30. Still going. 25 out. Gets an offload as well. Shorrocks push the ball backwards now with Host. Returns back up towards the 30. And up towards the 20. Last tackle for Saints. Slow play the ball there. Humphreys right to Hastings. Chips back towards the post. Robertson with the chase. It's a knock-on from Catalans, I think. Let's say knock-on Saints. They do have a challenge. How's the other game going? Still 10-all. Fair dues, fair dues. Only 18 minutes to go in that other game. Saints will challenge this. I initially thought it was a knock on Catalans. We'll have to see. But yeah, the NRL names in this. Staines, Kotrick, Fartape, I think, was... I want to say he was at the Tigers, but I'm not too sure. Sexton, Dodd, possibly Allen. Lipwitz might have been in the reserve grade, maybe. Condon, I think, was over there. Leeming was at the Titans very briefly. And then for Saints, you've obviously got Sailor, Hastings, Saluk Fafita, Host, Sirenen must have been, Cartwright must have been as well. So, yeah, plenty of NRL players. Does look like a Robertson knock-on, actually. They might say inconclusive. They might go with that. At the worst. Okay. What's the call going to be? Share it with the group. You're doing an NRL stream? Yes, I'm doing Bulldogs Tigers tomorrow morning. Well, morning for me. But yeah, I'll be doing that one. I used to have Watch NRL, but it cost me £16 a week, which is roughly $30 Australian a week for that. And I didn't really stream enough to make up for it. So any games that are on Sky Sports over here and is at a time that I want to do and I can do, then I'll stream it. So it only works out for the one this week. But I do stream NRL games. Typically. Challenge unsuccessful, it says. On screen, did it say inconclusive? On the bottom left, it says unsuccessful. Sexton was a star coming into the season, been very ordinary. Yeah, in my season preview, I backed him to be like one of the best signings. Challenge was unsuccessful, right. Okay, I missed something there. I think Catalans just dropped the ball. I missed it. 12.5 to go. Any chance you switch over? No, Jake. No. Oh, you're in Perth. Okay, fair enough. You excited for the new team? Are you from Perth? Are you going to be a Perth Bears fan? So yeah, knock on from Catalans. They will give territory away. This has been such a bad second half from Catalans. What a shot from Shorrocks, though. And then well done Humphreys to dislodge the ball. Martin is on for Ligier, so that is 18th man activated for Catalans. Still 10-all in the other game at the moment. Scrum for Saints, 20 metres out with Humphreys, and just drops the ball. Oh dear. You're a founding member. Okay, fair enough. We've got royalty over here. Okay, fair dues. 68.5 minutes gone. Silly mistake from Saints. What are you doing? Catalans need to switch on now. This has been such a bad half. One of the halves of all time. It's now with Fartape down the left edge up towards the 20. They've got to shift the ball around more in the midfield here. Leeming. Next carry from Maria. 25 metres up the park. 69 minutes gone. 11 minutes to go. Leeming. Now with Allen up towards the 30. I thought that was Condon for a second then. It's with Allen. Now left to Bousquet. Shifting it left, Sexton out the back to Dodd. Ball across to Fartape, keeps it in just about. Steps back inside, over halfway, bumps off one. Still going up towards the 40. Great carry from Fartape. 2 tackles left for Catalans. Back towards the middle. Sexton launches it right to Roger Smith and just drops it. Just drops it. What are you doing? Oh my God. Going to an England game at the Rugby League World Cup. Have we got, I want to say it's against Tonga, if I'm not mistaken. I think. But I hope you enjoy. Hope we don't mess it up. Sailor with a carry over halfway, 45 metres out. And we've got just less than 10 minutes to go, folks. Hey, Robertson steps back inside. Wrapped up 35 out, plays for Wellesby. Down the right edge, now back towards the middle to Shorrocks. Hands the ball off to Hastings, then across to Sirinen. Good carry over the 30. I think Sirinen gets man of the match for me. I think his carries have been absolutely excellent. I think Humphreys is up there for his assists. But I think Sirenen's carries have been absolutely quality. 9 minutes 15 to go. Humphreys in centre field with Shorrocks across to Hastings. Switches back to Sirinen. That confirms it. Walks through. Walks through. That's a try for Sirenen. Easy stuff. Confirms man of the match. Easily done. Easily done. It is confirmed. I have confirmed it. Catalans, you've been shit. Claims of an obstruction. Apparently. But we'll have a gander. Let's have a look. Maybe. It's similar to the obstruction call against Bradford yesterday. Bumps Maria and then he stepped out of the line. I think this might be overturned, actually. I think it's kind of similar to yesterday's call. I'm going to wait. I'll wait what happens. I'll wait and see. I retract my Saints comments on your TikTok. You said it now, lad. You said it now. Sorry. Huddersfield just gone full length and ref has pulled it back. Okay. That's unfortunate. Can the Giants do the double over Wigan? They might. I expected more too, especially with these teams available. I expected more. Formal review. What's the Wigan score? It is currently 10-all. 12 minutes to go. I'm going to be wrong with this game, so ideally I need Wigan to get the win over there. I could do with Kieran getting some more points as well. Yeah, okay, it's the same call as yesterday, Jamie. So at least for consistency, that's fair enough. Oh, there's a second one as well. I think that's fair enough. It is soft, but at the same time, it's consistent to yesterday, and the reasoning makes sense. So it's going to be Catalans' penalty. Well, that is huge. Chance to put the game to bed, but nay. How many times do you guys play each other in your season? Twice. Once at home, once away. Unless one team gives up a home game for Vegas, and one more time against rivals for Magic Weekend. So some teams we play 3 times. But we can also play teams 4 times in a year, including Challenge Cup. Like Warrington, my team Warrington, we played Saints 4 times in 2024. Won all of them, by the way, just to put that out there. But yeah, 71 minutes gone, 9 to go. But yeah, we can play up to 4 times, but 2 in the league and then a 3rd for Magic Weekend for rivals. Which will be Saints versus Wigan, Warrington League, Catalans Toulouse, York versus Huddersfield, which are not rivals, Castleford Wakefield, Leeds Bradford, Hull KO, Hull FC. 12-10 Wigan, go on. Kieran with the extra points. 5 with playoffs, yes, good point. Shifting it right now with... I don't know who that is. Oh, that's Martin. Martin, if you want to be extra specific, extra spicy. Extra meters for Martin. Stop 35 out. There's a good chance for Catalans here. 2 tackles to go. Sexton left to Dodd and another knock on. Oh my God. Oh my... Anybody? Anybody? Does anyone want to hold... Do you want to hold anyone? Do you want to hold on to the ball? You? You guys? Anybody? Please? Somebody? Hold on to the damn ball! Jesus Christ. How many errors is that now? Let me just check. Let me get back to you real quick, folks. Live stats. It says 66% completion currently, but I don't trust that. 11 errors. 39 missed tackles from Saints. Who's your shout for coach of the season so far? Easy enough to say Brad Arthur, but I want to say Darryl Powell because I think Wakey is still performing slightly above expectations. I'm going to say Powell first, Brad Arthur second. Robertson goes left to Sirenen. 73 minutes gone, 7 to go. Dodd's had a stinker. Yes, he has. A lot of Catalans players have had a stinker here. Short side left, Burns goes at the line, takes it over the 10. He's now 7 metres out near the left touch line. 3 tackles. Oh, sorry. Last tackle coming up. My bad, Pimp. Robertson down the short side, kicks through and knocked backwards from Staines. Takes it in cleanly enough. Stopped inches in front of the try line. Picked the wrong game. I'll live. I'll live. Where'd you find live stats? Super League website. Go to Match Centre. Leeming goes left to Sexton. Ball across to far Tarpe. Up towards the 20. Offloads the ball back to Esporto Biche. Shrugs off one. Offloads the ball back inside now with Condon. Carries it through centre field. 25 up the field. And a penalty for Catalans. Six minutes to go. High shot there from St. Helens. Catalans need to score very, very soon. Need to get a schmoove on. They'll kick to touch and start a brand new set, a few metres shy of halfway. I'm surprised Brad Arthur is a good Super League coach. He was shit at Parramatta. They had Lomax, Josh Adokar, Moses. Well, I do think a lot of Para squads, they've had some good players, but generally speaking, haven't been as well-rounded, in my opinion. I could be wrong on that. If you disagree, that's fine. But I think they've not been as well-rounded. Plus, it is... when you don't have as many stars as some of the other teams do, it's tough to get up there. But, I mean, Canberra last year was a prime example of what you can do with a slightly more balanced squad. Anyway, Catalans 35 out. Next carry through the middle from Allen up towards the 30. On the 30, it is now with Sexton in centre field across to Maria. 25 metres out. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 5 minutes left in this game. Hey. Staines, ball across to Martin, steps back inside, 5 metres out, gets an offload to Kotrick. I think he just knocked on. Good effort, good idea, but it's a knock-on all the same. Oh my God. Yeah, it's a knock-on. Four and a half minutes to go. What a bit of something going on here. Okay. 4.5 to go. Scrum for Saints coming up on the 10. They're taking the sweet time with this one. Do you guys do relegation now? No. We changed it a few years ago to a grading system. I don't know if you're aware of or familiar with such things. But no, it's now a grading system. If you don't meet certain standards, then you can't come up. So carry from Sailor off the back of the scrum, down the right edge, over the 20. Good carry. 75 minutes and 30 seconds gone. 4.5 to go. Catalans basically need to score on their next possession, really. Just shy of the 30. Burns awaits a dummy half over on the right edge. And back towards the middle. Is now with Host over the 30. 35 out from his own line. Down the short side right to Hastings. Over the 40. Up towards the halfway line. Plays for Burns. Back towards the middle to Wellesby. Cross to Shorrocks. Now on the halfway line. Last tackle coming up. 4 minutes to go. Plays for Burns in centre field. Left to Wellesby. Puts boot to ball. Drills it low. And this will be collected 15 out by Kotrick. Cuts back towards the middle. Might get an offload in a second here. Nope. Lose a little bit of ground. 3.5 minutes left. It is left to Esporta Biche trying to get around Host. He's wrapped up though. Doesn't make any meters there. Back towards the middle to Staines. Couple steps. Straightens up the carry up towards the 20. 3 tackles left for Le Catalans. Sexton. Now to Allen. Oh, strong shot from Sirenen. God love a confusing system. Yeah, I mean, we understand it, but there's some things where it's like, really? Like, you get points for some of the weirdest stuff. Plays it for Esporta Biche on the 40. 2 tackles left. In centre field with Staines. Launches the ball across to Martin. Slips over, gets back up. And is then taken to ground. 3 minutes to go. Was that the last tackle? It was the last tackle. Okay. Joe Greenwood, I can't speak, got sent off for 10. Was he being a bit of a silly goose or whatever? Oh, yes, I see that. Simbin. What are you doing? Now, let's get a Kieran trying to kick, shall we? Get it done. 2.5 minutes to go. Pretty sure Saints have won this one now. We're doing a match review after this game as well. In centre field with Evans. Over the 40. It's going to play this for Burns. 35 metres out. Well, that's a dodgy looking play the ball there, but it's a 6 again. Burns with a scoot up towards a 30. So Marsh on for Shorrocks as well. Is right to Robertson. And nearly a knock on for Wellesby. Just manages to get the offload to Sailor. Back inside. And a silly knock on there from Marsh. Picked up by Evans. That's the one. 2 minutes to go. Go on, Catalans. What have you got? What have you got in your locker, son? Wish you guys have better referees and you've delete that. Delete that. 1 minute 40 to go. Vartape, 45 metres out. I'm waiting to get back underway. Eventually we get back under. Bring that back a second. And we're back underway. Shifting it right. It's now with Allen through centre field over the 40. 35 metres out. As Eckersley score for... Typical. 1 minute 25 to go. Inside the 30. Leeming goes right to Maria. In centre field over the 20. Catalans need to score in this set. Ideally in centre field, but they need to score ASAP Rocky. 3 tackles left. Sexton across to Dodd. Kicks through. Chases. Chance here. Robertson collects it. Takes it over the 10. Shrugs off one over the 20. Support from Wellesby. Over the 30. 35 out. Good return there from Robertson. 1 minute to go. That'll be the game sewn up for Saints. Hastings launched it left. Floated forward a little bit. It's now with Davies. Wrapped up a few metres shy of halfway. 45 seconds to go. And it was Campbell that got man of the match in the stadium. Typical Eckersley getting a double. Typical, mate. As long as Kieran gets a... Oh, he's going to miss a conversion, isn't he? He's had a penalty and a conversion, but watch him just miss it. Can't wait. Watch him miss it. 20 seconds to go. Could be another try for Saints here. They might choose to go for one as well. Whatever they fancy. Wellesby with an offload. Host takes it in. Now with Hastings down the right edge. Ball across to Robertson. Campbell on his outside. He's on for a hat-trick. Robertson cuts back inside. Slips through. Simple stuff. And that's a piss easy try for Harry Robertson. Piss easy. Goodness gracious, mate. Well, this will be 34 points to 18 shortly. The hooter is sounded. It is full time, but we're going to wait on this conversion as well. But fair enough for that second half from Saints. Fair enough. Damn. Extend that contract. It'd be a great sign for Wakey, but it was whether they actually get him or not. Did Kieran get the kick? He at least got the kick. Thank God for that. Right, well, I've got 2 out of 3 so far this weekend in Super League. And 2 out of 3 so far in the NRL. They will take the kick. Well, they might as well. They need to make up for the points difference of last week. And the kick from Hastings in front of the post is good. Ladies and gentlemen, that is full time. St. Helens 34, Catalans Dragons 18. Well, I thought that was going to be one of the worst games of the season. Fortunately, it was not. I mean, there was a lot of, terrible stuff in that game, but it was not the worst game of the year. But there was a lot of shit. But Saints definitely deserved that one in the end. Right. How many errors did Catalans have in the end? How many did they have? Zach, did he score again? Took him out specifically because he wasn't scoring enough, and Kieran seems to keep scoring instead of him, and he takes the kicks as well. Splendid. Howdy, Kieran. Match review. St. Helens 34, Catalans Dragons 18. First half. Catalans did really well for meters. There's a couple errors, a couple penalties given away from Saints as well, but it was a mixture of ill discipline and not clean enough in possession from Saints and good meters from Catalans, and they shift the ball around inside the midfield too. In the midfield, Catalans were really solid in the first half. They looked really good, lively moving it around, some good stuff. Great movement, especially down the left edge as well. But in the red zone, my God, were they utter garbage, mate. First of all, defensive line speed from Saints was pretty good. That's the first thing to mention. Off the try line, Saints were pretty quick off the line. So there's little time to move the ball around for Catalans, but they're also really flat, really slow, really clunky, very predictable. They didn't have a clue what they were doing. So inside the red zone, Catalans were just poor. Saints were able to keep them out for very long periods of this game. But in the midfield, that's where Catalans thrived. They should have probably been a lot more comfortable by the end of the first half, but it was a 6-point game, I believe. Going into the second half, errors galore from Catalans. They ended with, I think it was 13 errors they had. Yes, 13 errors. And some ill discipline as well. So Saints were able to get the ball up the field. Saints attack stepped up massively as well. The one thing that we've seen from Saints attack this year is pace. At the very least, one thing I've noticed is they still move the ball around with pace, but they just don't really create that much. They've got some quick players in the backs. But I do think a couple players up front in the second half really stepped up. I think Evans off the bench was solid. I think Saluk Fafita, when he had his stints, was good too. Host was pretty solid, much better in the second half than the first. Sharks got through a bunch of work. Cartwright's carries were pretty good. But Sirenen, best forward in that game by a country mile. Every carry dragging multiple defenders further up the park. Easily the best forward on that field. Sirenen. Easily. Now, there were some good carries from Catalans in the first half, but second half just not nearly as impactful. Again, as I said, for Saints step up in the second half, but they're able to start pinning Catalans back because their errors and penalties crept in. Catalans couldn't work the ball out their own end, and Saints were able to be disciplined enough in defence in the second half to keep Catalans restricted, and then they got more attacking opportunities inside the red zone. It's a bit clunky at times themselves as well. Not really sure what to do. Caught in dead ends a lot as well, but had enough opportunities, switched it on enough, had enough pace, and Catalans are also a poor defensive side. So definitely a lot more points in this game than I expected. But Saints in that second half, it was a mixture of Saints really stepping up with their carries, their discipline, and attacking execution, and Catalans stepping off big time in the second half. But a much better game, much higher scoring game than I expected. There was some good stuff still from Kotrick, Esporta Biche, Fartape, and a few, good carries from the pack as well from Catalans, but they just didn't have enough impact in the second half. Saints did well restricted meters. The Saints had a lot of missed tackles as well today. It was over 40. What did they have? 42. But yeah, errors in the second half killed Catalans massively, and Saints definitely stepped up. Looked much better moving the ball around. Robertson got more comfortable in the halves as the game went on. Saylor did a good enough job slotted in at centre, but Campbell getting 2 tries as well, one of which I do think was forwards from Saylor. But Campbell getting 2 tries, very happy for him. And, of course, yes, I nearly forgot, Humphreys, 2 assists as well. First one, little dink through, Robertson pounces on it. The second one, scoop from dummy half, breaks the line, supporting his inside from Wellesby. Good stuff from Humphreys. I think they were a bit more lively from dummy half when Humphreys came on. Glad I remembered to mention him, actually, because I would have kicked myself if I didn't after this stream. But yeah, so I think that's everyone that I wanted to shout out, really, in this game that deserves a mention. But yeah, Sirenan great up front. Great impact from Humphreys at dummy half. Well done, Campbell. But yeah, much better second half from Saints. They deserve the win. Catalans were really bad in the second half. They weren't great in the first half. They were better in the first half, but really bad in the second half. And Saints do deserve the win. So there you go. And scene. That is my match review. Anyone that's just missed it, it'll go on TikTok soon. I need to do the stream highlights for Bradford versus Wakey. I meant to do that earlier today, but I forgot to do it. So a reminder of streams that I'm doing this weekend just before I turtle pip. Tomorrow morning, I am doing Bulldogs versus Tigers. That's 10:20 a.m., 7:20 p.m. Australia. And I'm also doing Toulouse versus York, 7:45 p.m. I will be at Warrington versus KR tomorrow as well. And then Castleford versus Leeds at 2:45 p.m. on Sunday. And maybe the World Cup final if I can be bothered. Right then. Thank you for stopping by. It's greatly appreciated as always. If I don't see you for the rest of the weekend, have a great rest of your weekend. Have a swell time. Toodle pip.